with identities. And an identity is basically like a geometry proof. Okay? We show you the answer, and you figure out how to get there. Okay? So we give you the answer, you just have to figure out how to get there. So if we have something like tangent squared, no, tangent of x, cosine of x, sorry, tangent of x, cosine of x, plus cosecant of x, sine squared of x, equals 2 sine of x. How do I get there? Okay. Well, we got to have a strategy. And our normal strategy is if it's not a sine or cosine, turn it into a sine or cosine. Okay? So what's tangent become? Sine of x over cosine of x times cosine of x. What's cosecant become? 1 over sine of x times sine squared of x equals 2 sine of x. When you do an identity, you're only allowed to change the left-hand side. You got to leave the right-hand side alone. Now, that's Mr. Bierschbach's rule. Now, out in the real world, or out in the rest of the world, I should say, some teachers let you change the right side too. Not me. I'm old school. I'm over the hill school. Whatever. But for me, you can only change the left side. So, I want to get it to 2 sine of x. Well, what can I do on the left-hand side? What with the first ones? Cancel cosines. On this one, cancel one of the sines. So I have sine of x plus sine of x. And your last step, they should match. Last step, they should match. So that's where we're getting to. But even today, we're going to spend a couple days. Actually, we're not going to get to that till after Thanksgiving, especially. Today, we're just going to kind of do some warm-up exercises of taking a couple things. And it's going to be a matching section, so you're going to match to the answer. So you might have something like secant of x times cotangent of x. Okay. What's secant of x times cotangent of x equal to? Well, we need to turn them into sines and cosines. What's secant of x? 1 over cosine of x. What's cotangent of x? Cosine of x over sine of x. Cosines cancel and you get 1 over sine of x. But let's say 1 over sine of x is not in the matching section. There's nothing that says 1 over sine of x. What is 1 over sine of x also equal to? Cosecant of x. And maybe cosecant of x is over in the matching section. Okay? So, it's a matching section where you have to do some work. And then once you get to this, you have to go, I don't see that. You might have to go there. Or maybe this is an answer. I don't know. We'll see. Okay? We might have 1 minus cosecant of x times 1 plus cosecant of x. Now, for me, if I see this, I'm going to say, I think I need to FOIL first and then change it into sines and cosines. So let's FOIL. What's 1? Well, let's do this. What is that? 1 minus cosecant squared of x. And all of a sudden, before I change it into sines or cosines, I go, wait a minute. I know there's a Pythagorean identity that's like that. What's my Pythagorean identity? cosecant squared of x equals cotangent squared of x plus 1. Ooh. I need to write it as 1 minus cosecant squared. How do I make this 1 minus cosecant squared? Well, I could subtract cosecant squared from each side, right? So 0 equals cotangent squared of x plus 1 minus cosecant squared of x. And then subtract cotangent squared of x. So negative cotangent squared of x equals 1 minus cosecant squared of x. So I know this is negative cotangent squared of x. Now, let's say we don't have a negative cotangent squared in the matching section. Well, what's that equal to? Well, that's a negative cosine squared of x over sine squared of x. And maybe that's in the matching section. Or maybe this was in the matching section. Or maybe this was the answer to the matching section. I don't know. You just have to go and see. So you work out the problems, see what they match to, and call it good. So on page 172, we have 1 through 10 all. It's just a matching section. Yeah, you need to do your work. I know in the past people have written in their books all the answers. Some of you have all the answers written in your books already for this section because they just like to write in their books. They shouldn't do that. But if they did, you know they could have been wrong. So don't just trust the book. Do some math. Do some learning here.